is going to be kind of a late night rant, which I haven't done in a while, but I'm going to. So, constantly it seems Jim Sterling from Destructoid, and then also The Escapist, has been, he used to be kind of against, kind of sexist in his own way, I guess. But then recently he's come around and been a little bit more supportive. So constantly topics about that have come up, and then you have to read the comments, and the comments are always really screwed up. Now granted, they've gotten a lot better than from a year ago, but some of them are just so ridiculous that I have to kind of address it, because here's what I remember. When I went to school and I played games the whole time I was home after school, I was absolutely terrified to talk about the fact that I played video games. It never came up. I swear to God, my friends who I saw every day didn't know until high school that I even played games. It was a dirty secret for me that I could never talk about. I could talk to my brother. I had friends in other cities that played games, but never close friends, because it's kind of a small-minded town that I was living in and am living in again. So I never had the opportunity to talk about it, and was terrified to talk about it, and that I would be a loser and a nerd, and I already was a loser and a nerd, so I didn't need help, so I never talked about it. And then finally, a few years ago, there was this wave of acceptance, not just for women, but for people in general, where it was okay to like things that were different. It was okay to like things that were nerdy or geeky. And so we all kind of came out in that way and said, yeah, I also play games. That's awesome, because what do you want more than anything? Acceptance from your peers, and then also shared interests, and just to be open about who you are and what you enjoy, and what's a big part of your life. But instead of us all embracing the fact that we have similarities, that we have a huge common ground, that we're now liberated from social stigma, obviously not as important as other stigmas, but to some small degree, instead of celebrating that, now we're turning on each other, and now you're not a real gamer, or you don't play games if you don't play shooters. This guy commented that if you don't play a shooter, you're not a gamer. I just, you know what? I don't like shooters. I never have. I just, I'm a little dyslexic. So for me, even if I change the access, I'm fucked. So I can't play shooters. That has nothing to do with how much I love games or whether or not I'm good at games. It has to do with the fact that I just suck at them. And not only do I suck at them, but if I go online and try to play with people, I'm dead in 5 seconds, because there are people who take great joy in destroying people in online gaming. So it's not a very welcoming environment. It's just never been for me. I've always been more drawn to platformer games and RPGs and things like that. That's my niche. But that doesn't make me any less of a gamer than someone that plays Call of Duty occasionally. It has nothing to do with what you play. You just have to enjoy it and play it, and it's ridiculous to me. And their comments, well, there's so many girls that have faked it, so now I have to quiz them on their truth to find out if they're actual gamers or not. I have to figure out, I have to know for sure that they're legitimate. And I've had this all the time, even on these videos, I've had people comment what do you know about this, or list the games that you've played, or quizzing me on stuff. I'm never going to know everything about every single game ever. Never. Ever. Nor do I want to, because there are other things in my life as well that take up more of my mind than gaming. It's something that I enjoy. It's something that is meant to be relaxing. It's a way to escape for me. It is not something that I take incredibly seriously. It's the part of my life that I don't have to take seriously, and I think that's why people are drawn towards games, especially, or other forms of escapism like books and movies. That's why we're drawn to entertainment in general. It's not something that I want to have to defend, nor is it something that anyone else should have to defend. And for me, because I grew up in with 2 brothers and with friends that played games, it doesn't hurt me as much, because it's whatever. I'm just glad that I can finally talk about it, and that's fine. But the other girls that come in and are constantly being labeled as fake or lying or mocked for answering a question incorrectly, having to prove themselves to people, I just think that must be so horrible for them, because they're probably teenagers, and they already struggle with self-identity, and then if you have someone saying to you, you're not really who you say you are, you're a liar, you're fake, that gets to you, because they're trying to figure out who you are. And every time that someone tells you something that you are what they think you are, it becomes of your own self-identity and who you believe you are, and it hurts you, and it's unfair, and everyone likes a hobby to different degrees. It doesn't have to be a super serious thing. You don't have to play a game like 10 hours a day in order to be considered a gamer. People don't have that time for the most part. Like, where do you find the time to do that? It's just, you have to enjoy it and do it to some degree. Like, I don't know. It's just been really frustrating to me because I just don't understand it. And I'm really grateful, especially to you guys that watch my channel and have given me a chance, even though I sometimes make mistakes when I say things. It's actually pretty hilarious. That you give me a chance to talk and that you don't call me a liar or call me fake. It means so much to me that I now have, subscribers that believe in me and who I am. But I just think it's so important that we keep improving and that people keep seeing that what we're doing is no different than, really tearing apart any type of subculture, any type of interest, any type of anything. Like, it's a part of you, and it's part of what you enjoy, and we should be at the point now in humanity where we can accept each other to some degree. I mean, it's not obviously very possible, but it should be, and it should be something that we strive for. And especially if you are someone that enjoys, fantasy and things like that, then you should especially know what it is to idealize yourself and want to be a better person and want to be a hero and want to do the right things and say the right things, believe the right things, and stick up for people who are having a difficult time, stick up for people who need help and need backup. If you idealize that character, why would you not want to be more like that character? Why would you not want to do the right thing and stick up for someone that means well and isn't out to hurt anyone, isn't out to take your games away, isn't out to trick you or fool you or, whatever. I just think we should all have each other's backs. I think it's been made into this huge deal, and it shouldn't be, and it's ridiculous. So, yeah. So grateful that it's turning around, slowly but surely. Grateful that people that are known in the gaming industry are talking about it more in a positive light. But we could all maybe just use a reminder that we're all equal, we're all the same, we all deserve equal opportunities, and we don't need to judge each other. Like, there's no fun in that. And if you yourself were a marginalized individual, then why would it bring you any joy to hurt someone else when you know what it feels like? It just, to me, is so much about common sense. Like, because I had a tough kind of childhood, I would never want to hurt someone else because I know exactly what it's like to be hurt. And to me, I just wouldn't, I don't want to. So I just wonder why we become the bullies instead of becoming the champions of people that hurt too. So that's my rant for tonight. I'll have a less angry video up soon. Thank you for watching, and again, thank you for your support and your encouragement. Good night.